Hi everyone! Today I'm going to walk you through a routine to help balance the pelvis. The pelvis plays a big role in supporting the spine and aligning the body. The pelvis can become misaligned from many things, and it's common for people to have a dysfunction in the pelvis. A dysfunction could be the cause of some low back pain, and if something is off in the pelvis, it's likely that it's affecting your spine or hips and legs. Everything is connected and a chain reaction could occur. To balance the pelvis, we need to release tension where muscles might be pulling and tilting the pelvis. To start, we'll stretch through the back, hips, and legs. Hold stretches for 30 seconds or up to 2 minutes. Listen to your body. Take your stretches slow at first and slowly get deeper into it. It shouldn't be painful, but you should feel the stretch, but not so much that you can't relax to release the tension. Starting with the back. The quadratus lumborum, or QL muscle, attaches to the hip and spine and might lift the hips if too tight. To stretch the QL, extend one leg to the side with the other bent in. Then reach across and lean over the extended leg. Then to the other side. Moving into the hips. There's a lot of muscle supporting the hips and legs, so it's good to stretch them regularly. First, to stretch the glutes, lie on your back and hug your knees, and rock side to side to balance the hips. Then let one leg extend long or bend at the knee to bring your foot to the floor. The piriformis might pull at the sacrum and cause it to tilt. To stretch it, lie on your back with your knees bent, cross your ankle on top of the other knee, and reach through to pull your leg to your chest. Then switch sides. Pay attention to how easy or hard each stretch is and how deep you can get for both sides. If one side is harder, hold the stretch longer and let it release more. Tight hamstrings might pull your pelvis down and back. To stretch the hamstrings, you can choose to stretch while sitting or standing, either with both legs or one leg at a time. For sitting, make sure you're sitting evenly on your sit bones with your legs straight. Lean forward with your back straight so you hinge at your hips and lead with your chest. Hold to where you first feel a stretch and slowly bring your chest closer to your legs. Breathing into the stretch might help you relax and get deeper in the stretch. When you switch sides, take note if one side is tighter. For a standing hamstring stretch, extend your leg out on your heel, on the ground, or on a step for a deeper stretch. Hinge at the hips with the straight back, and hold. Tight quads might pull your pelvis down and forward. To stretch the quads, use a wall for balance and bring your foot towards your glutes. If reaching for your ankle is difficult, use a belt or strap to help you. The adductors attach to your pubic bone, and if tight, they might pull the pelvis forward and down. To stretch the adductors, stand with your feet wide and side lunge. You will feel a stretch in the long leg. This will target the long adductors. To target the short adductors, sit with your feet together and let your knees fall out to the sides. Your tensor fasciae lata, or TFL, helps flex the hip and might pull the pelvis forward and down. To stretch it, lie on your back with your knees bent and heels apart. Let your knees fall to one side. To get a greater stretch, place your foot on the outer part of your knee. Try to keep your hips on the floor. Switch sides by letting your knees fall to the other side. The hip flexors might pull your pelvis forward and down. For a hip flexor stretch, get in a lunge position. Shift your body forward with your shoulders on top of your hips to feel a stretch through the front of the hip on the extended leg. To get deeper, side bend to the front leg side while sinking your hips lower to the floor. Another variation of the hip flexor stretch that also stretches the glutes is Pigeon Pose. From a plank position, bend your knee forward so your ankle crosses to the opposite side, then lower down to a comfortable position. To target the hip flexors, keep your chest up, and to target your glutes and piriformis, lean forward to the floor. Once you've stretched out and taken note of any areas that are tighter than the other side, you can use a massage ball or yoga block to release tension. Working one side at a time, lie on your back with your ball or block ready and lift your hips up so you can position the ball in the middle of your glute. For a yoga block, I don't have one, so I'll use a tissue box for reference. Put the side of the block in the middle of your glutes. Then rest down into it and try and keep your hips level. Wait for the muscles to release and switch sides. Only do this next one if you have a yoga block or a smooth surface foam roller. Again, lift up your hips and place the block or roller in the middle of your sacrum. This is not too low into your tailbone and not too high into your low back. Lower down and let your body rest into it to release and balance the sacrum. Now you can use your ball or foam roller to massage through your quads and hips. Work to your own comfort level and massage by holding to release or rolling to release. This can be done on the floor or up against a wall. After doing the stretches and self-massage, think of how your pelvis and hips feel different. Working on the problem areas in your pelvis should help prevent a chain reaction of problems throughout your back and legs. That's it for today. I hope you have a good day and stay safe. Bye! Thanks for watching! Make sure to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel.